Hey, drone here. What's going on, guys? We've got a little Eachine there. We are testing these batteries. These are the same batteries, the SoloGood 550 4S batteries that I had strapped to my ZMR drone. I had them double stacked 8S. That was the sales pitch on it. Where they were wired, they were still running 4S, and this is the battery that I have in there. And we're just gonna give this a little test. These batteries are actually what was for this. They were never really meant for the ZMR, but I was having receiver issues with this. Oi, oi, oi. Ouch. I wonder why that did that. So I figure, well, they're charged. I gotta burn the charge unless I'm gonna discharge them on the charger, and I'd rather not do that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'd just rather fly something with them and discharge them that way. So we are gonna plug in this. And again, last time I had this out, the receiver would connect and disconnect, and it wasn't fun. And there it just shut off, and I caught it. Easy. I'm trying to. All right, we're done. It wasn't fun at all. So just to make sure we are connected, armed. Bam, we are connected. So when I arm this, I don't have the motors constantly spinning. Half of my whoops I do, half of the whoops I don't. The trash can I don't. I don't know. I really like flying acro, which we're flying line of sight here. It's going to be in stab mode. I like flying acro with them not on. I feel I have better control over it when I'm doing the acrobatics and whatnot. And we are disarmed, so it's safe to pick this up. We do have a little beeper on the side here just to let me know when voltage gets low. So this won't be a full flight test. We'll get a full flight test on the battery once we go FPV. But let's go ahead and arm and get them spinning. Get them spinning. Really cool looking drone. Again, this is 4S, so as stable as I'm flying it is me on the sticks. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Little puncheroo. Yeah, last time I had this out, the receiver was acting all sorts. Where I'd do that punch, it'd disconnect. It'd still be in the middle of the punch, and it would just go flying off. And again, I'm flying this super docile. We'll do a little punch forward for you. And again, that's a little punch forward. It's so small. I mean, I could keep my eye on it, but this is really meant to be an FPV drone. Has a nice camera in the front of it. Bring it down for a little look. Bring it down for a little look. Yup. And 3, 2, 1, and yeah. So the batteries can hang. We already proved the batteries can hang. Double stacking them on a ZMR and getting over a 10-minute flight time. I mean, it was a very chilled flight. It was an extremely chilled flight. But that really put them through their paces. Go ahead and lightly rip around here. This thing is so small, man. Even with my excellent eye for orientation, I could see myself losing orientation in this line of sight very easily. Try to do a punch forward for you guys here. A little punch forward. And I don't have a beeper on this, so losing this is definitely not good. I mean, I have a low voltage beeper, so once the voltage would get so low, I'd be able to find it with that beeper. We'll do another punch up in 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be fun in FPV. This is going to be a lot of fun in FPV. I will note, guys, the screws on this drone, keep an eye on. Another, I believe it's Justin Davis, I think that's who it is. Another reviewer that I watch, he noted it as well. I seen it after the first flight. I was missing a screw. After the second flight, I was missing another screw. Other screws were loose. A little bit of Loctite will help you with that. Yeah, it's so small, and without any type of LEDs on it, it's a little tough to gauge as far as orientation goes, because it's literally a battery. It's a battery with propellers on it. All in all, I mean, very happy I got this up in there. I was getting really frustrated. I'm using a FlySky XM Plus Mini receiver, and I was getting frustrated with the last one that it kept disconnecting. I thought it was my soldering, because my soldering skills are nowhere near professional, but I thought I did well enough, and clearly I did, because I did the same solder job on this, and it was just, it was the receiver. I got a bad receiver. Wasn't making a clean connection, and then finally it absolutely just stopped working. I got frustrated even halfway through figuring it out, where I just ordered another one. They're not that expensive. Yeah. Fun, fun, fun. And again, I'm not flying this super out there because how small it is. I kind of want you guys to see it. That's why I keep bringing it back towards myself, and just making sure my battery's not slipping. It's a really nice flyer. And again, I'm not pushing it too far, because if I decide that I lose, not if I decide, but if it just so happens that I lose my orientation, I gotta drop it to go find it. Ain't gonna be fun. Yeah, we'll bring it in. We'll show you the yaw rate. So this battery's holding out good. It's below freezing temperatures out here, despite the fact that looking nice. It's a little look at the yaw rate. Put in some funnels, and bam, so I'm able to orientate by my antennas that I have in the front, and they're sticking up like that simply just with zip ties. If you're new to the brushless game, putting receivers on stuff, it's super easy to get them to stand up like that. You just throw zip ties on and then electrical tape them too. Same thing with the FPV antenna on the back. That's the same way that's sticking up. Nice little puddle over there. It's calling the drone's name. It's kind of whipping around here for you. Good money, good money. I can't wait to get this in FPV, man. Throw a set of goggles on this, get this in acro. I can fly acro, and I've done it before, and I have it documented on the channel. I can fly acro line of sight. I'm just not that good at it. I'm not great at it. There we go, chirpy, chirpy. So we're gonna go ahead and set it down. And again, I set it down. I don't gotta worry when I drop throttle. I don't gotta worry about my props chewing up the ground. I've done that before. I'm just gonna go ahead and disconnect this. We will disconnect this. What's it sitting at? I kind of actually want to see what it's sitting at, just to tell you guys, because I set it lower, but all too often I think it's going off around 3.7 per cell, 3.4, 3.5, 3.4, 3.5. So 3.4 and change, 3.5 and change is what the cells were at. So this never dropped below 2.8, which is actually what I had it set at, was 2.8. So we could have definitely ran it longer, and in FPV we definitely will run it longer. Again, that's the exact battery that I was using, the 550 4S from SoloGood. Link for the battery will be down below. Maybe I'll go ahead and link that beeper if you want. Those are super cheap. And the drone, if I can find the link for the drone down below, I'll link it. And I will definitely link the receiver, the mini receiver, which if you can see, you can't see it, especially with that strap on there. I don't know if I can get that strap off with one hand. It is chilly out here. I'm probably not going to be able to, but sandwiched in between there is actually where it is. I have it pressed in between two pieces of like foam type material, zip tied together, that way it doesn't move, because I think that was a big problem with the last receiver, is that it was actually slightly moving, so it's stationary in there. Guys, I'm J-Drone. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Again, a little bit of a review on the drone, big bit of review on the battery. Again, these were the ones that I had double stacked on my ZMR that did really well. We're sitting at 11 minutes here, so this thing itself probably saw close to a 10-minute flight time. All right, guys, and jumper, as always, there'll be some links down below for you. Big one is the battery, and then super cheap on those, and the receiver's pretty cheap. I'm not sure what the drone itself runs anymore. These, I will tell you, these, they're getting harder to come by. I've been told whatever stock of these is out, is out. The T16 is going to be coming out, the jumper T16, which is going to be dope. But these, the price is like stock market on these, man. One day you might be able to find them for 70 and change. The other day there might be 120. Stock is getting limited on these. If you've been thinking about getting a jumper, I highly suggest you get a jumper. All right, later.